talking because it takes like 5 seconds for my stream to even start working. So the first 5 seconds, whatever I say at the start of the stream, just gets cut out. But yeah, I am going to be streaming. Also, I think I have like a pimple or something, but like not like a fully formed one on the top of my lip. It feels numb. Yeah. I know I didn't announce I was streaming. That's because I wasn't sure when I would be streaming. I wasn't sure if I'd be streaming now. I wasn't sure if I'd be streaming. So I didn't want to 30 minutes from now, so that's why I didn't make it. Someone joined. I didn't want to announce when I was streaming because I knew I was going to stream today, like 2 hours ago, but I didn't know what time exactly I was streaming at, so I didn't want to make a bad time. That was a Sans Undertale reference. Hello, Nathan Souza. I don't know how to say your last name. Hello, Nathan. Hello. I think someone else joined also. Sorry the lighting shit. I don't know. The lighting sucks. Unfortunately, I don't hope. Unfortunately, hello. I'll wait for more people to hopefully join. I just wanna. I was gonna say something. I wasn't like basically I didn't go to school today because my back was very sore this morning. And I didn't really have that much work today at school anyway, so I didn't feel like going because this morning my back was super sore and still is kind of sore, which is why I won't be streaming for that long. I'll probably only be streaming for like an hour, I would say. An hour probably. It could be more, but I think an hour. I think a little bit over an hour probably. Definitely hour and a half tops. I'm not streaming longer than that because I have something else I want to do today. But yeah, hello everyone. Don't forget to like the stream, people. Hello, Sanzi. Okay, hello. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Sanzi. Cause. All right. Okay. So a couple more people should be joining. That's good. Yeah, this won't be a too long of a stream. Like an hour. I would say a little bit over an hour. I definitely am not streaming more than like an hour and a half. That'd be the most, but I would say a little bit over an hour because I have something else I want to do this afternoon. I want to record a video for something. That's the plan. I don't know if I'll actually do that though, so I do want to end the stream a bit earlier. Otherwise, I don't know. I probably wouldn't even stream for. I wouldn't even if I didn't have to do that though. I wouldn't stream for that long because. Hello, Sonic. So guys, let's talk about Undertale Yellow. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna talk about Undertale Yellow. Spoiler Undertale Yellow's stuff. Sonic, it's so weird on mobile. For me, they changed the UI and then they changed it back to how it was in like a week. They did that a while ago. They changed the UI and they made all the messages didn't have borders around them. None of the messages had borders around them. And then they changed it back to them having borders around them. I don't know why. It's so weird. Hello, Minus. Yeah, I just want to mention, if you're talking about Undertale Yellow, that's fine, but don't say spoiler stuff. Like, don't mention names or, like, you know what I mean. Don't say stuff like that. Although, honestly, at the same time, if you're checking my channel, you've already gotten spoilers, so, like, I don't know. I don't really know how that works, actually, because my channel is full of spoilers. I was like, okay, guys, yeah. The new now this Xbox is curved on PC. Oh, it's been curved for me for a while. Yeah, I don't know what's with YouTube's weird thing where they wanted, for like the last like 2 years, they've wanted to make everything like circular. Like they want to make everything like curved. Like they made all the UI curved and all that stuff like that. Yeah, we can actually talk about Undertale Yellow spoilers. Besides, maybe like we can talk about Undertale Yellow spoilers for the most part because like I've already spoiled, like it. So I have shorts for spoilers. Hello, I can't say your name. I'm just gonna call you Adam because I can't read your first name. But yeah, hello. Yeah, we can talk about Undertale Yellow spoilers. I don't know if I'm gonna no hit genocide. Like, I was looking at. I honestly consider no hitting genocide Axis, but I'm like, okay, no, this final attack is absolutely ass. Like the final attack of that fight is so bad. Like mostly attacks are easy, but then there's a few attacks that are just super annoying, and I hate them. But yeah, most of them are easy. And then the third area genocide boss, Ceroba. Is it Ceroba? I don't know how you say it. Ceroba? I don't know, but that boss fight is just the thing about the Axis fight. Well, I think it's worse to play. For no hit, it's actually a lot shorter than the. It's like half as long, if not more. I think it's more than like half as long, less than half as long as the Ceroba fight. So learning the attacks is probably easier, but yeah, the guy who no hit the Genocide Axis fight, he needed to like go on Cheat Engine and like practice it, and it still took him hours to no hit it once. Because if you look at the video, I forget the channel name, but he came up with a very specific strat. Because it isn't RNG, it's just really tight, but I don't think it's RNG at all. It's just really tight, and he did come up with a specific strat, but man, that looks annoying to pull off. Also, I just want to make sure, is my stream dead, or is the chat just dead? Like, because sometimes, are people still here? It still says 5 people here. I'm just saying, because sometimes messages on mobile take, like, 50 years to load. So I just want to make sure my stream didn't, like, die, and, like, YouTube is just not telling me. Or if or if people are just not talking, which is fine. If people aren't talking, I don't care, but if people aren't, like, if people aren't here and YouTube's not telling me, that annoys me because I hate when it does that. Chat's just dead. Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you for telling me, Sonic Biscuit. I don't know why I said your full name, bro. I'm dumb. I start a stream and then I'm all out of water. You know, I got that galaxy brain. But yeah, in terms of Undertale Yellow, I don't plan on doing any more no hits. Yeah, I thought about Genocide Axis because at a glance, it looks like the easiest besides the first Martlet fight in Snowden. Besides that, it looks like the easiest boss to no hit. But I don't know. I just don't feel like it. All the bosses look unfun to no hit. I don't even find the final boss fun to play casually. Yeah. I don't even find the final boss to play fun casually. I feel like the final boss, in my opinion, and this is my hopium. The reason why, because they did release a patch 1.1, but the boss fight, but the balance of the boss fight wasn't changed. You do get an act heal in phase 2 now. My hopium is that the reason it wasn't added in 1.1 is because they're seriously reworking the attacks instead of just tweaking them. So that's my hopium, is that they're seriously reworking some of the attacks instead of just tweaking them. Otherwise, there's no reason that she couldn't have been balanced in 1.1, because if they're just tweaking, because like the main thing is the main issues with the attacks just as a whole is the feather bombs explode way too often. Just really nerf how often the feather bombs appear. Nerf the attack spawn rate in general, but especially feather bombs. And honestly, the fight's pretty much balanced if you just nerfed how often the feather bomb things appear. And also get rid of the annoying ass wind attack. I know it's not the most unbalanced thing, but that is just annoying. I hated the wind attack in the Martlet Snowden fight, and it's even more annoying in the Genocide fight. I just don't understand. Who thought that was fun? Your soul's just being pushed. It's not fun. I've always hated like I hate mechanics like that where your soul is like forced in a specific direction. I don't hate, sometimes it's done fine, but like sometimes it's done fine, but I feel like most of the time it's just annoying. The Saruba fight in Genocide, I think that fight is mostly fine, but my biggest gripe with that fight is they just made like 5 or 6 attacks and repeat them for the whole fight. Like the fight has no business being like 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes long, because mostly they made like 5 or 6 attacks and then it just repeats for the whole fight. And then once you enter phase 2, they just make the box red so you can't hug the walls anymore because you'll take damage. And then they also they also buff the patterns, but they're still the same at their core. Like, why do that? Why make the fight like 4.5 minutes long if you're just gonna mostly use the same 5 or 6 patterns? Like, that's stupid. Like, I don't understand the thought process behind that. Like, Axis, I think, is a worst fight, but at least it doesn't repeat the same patterns like Genocide Axis. But I will at least it doesn't do that because I don't know. I think Genocide Axis is worse to play, but it's more like uh I don't know the word. I wouldn't say creative. It's just it's not as lazy, I guess. It's not as dragged out. That's the word. It's not as dragged out. That's the word I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It's not as dragged out. Because the Geno Soroba fight is definitely. I don't know if is it Kuroba or Soroba? Is it Kuro? I've not heard. I'll just say Kuroba. Because that fight feels super dragged out. And I don't like some of the patterns in that fight. Some of the patterns are super annoying, but most of them are fine. Some of them are even fun, which is rare for a Geno fight, which is more than I can say about the other two Genocide bosses. I think another reason why Genocide Axis sucks so much is that they took away the gimmick, so the attacks feel super bland. And, like, some of them, I think some of the Genocide attacks are good. Like, some of them, you can see they were like, oh yeah, this is kind of creative. But then, some of them are just so spammy. I don't know. I don't want to sound like the nitpick guy, because it just really feels like these Genocide bosses just weren't really play tested to be fun. And I know some people are like, that's mean to say because there was a lot of playtesting, but I don't know, man. I play these fights and I'm like, I just don't see who played this fight and was like, damn, this shit fun. I'm really enjoying these patterns, especially the final boss. Maybe the first, I could see for Soroba enjoying the patterns, but for the other two Geno bosses, I can't see enjoying the patterns at all. I just don't see it. Damn, chat died. I think I had like 6 people here at one point, and like I had like 6 people in the stream at one point, and then like I think only one person is here. I think I had 6 people at the stream at one point, and then all of them, and like 3 of them didn't say anything, and then they all died. Oh well, I'll keep rambling for an hour. An hour is my minimum. Even if nobody's here, I'll go for an hour because we're already at the 13-minute mark. So I'll keep rambling. I don't want to stream more than like an hour and 15 minutes anyway. This was not going to be a long stream. Hour and 15, 30 tops. I wish I did get water though. I like how this stream has been Shaun rambles about his thoughts about about Undertale Yellow. Sorry, instead. What else am I trying to say about Undertale Yellow? I don't really like. No, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I still haven't played the Undertale Yellow neutral final boss fight, and I do want to do that today. I know, right, Sonic? It's so weird that Sonic is the one person still here. Like, I don't know, that just feels weird. Um, PS Undertale Yellow, yeah. I wonder what that would even be like, because the funny thing about PS Undertale is that you wouldn't be able, you know how Undertale Yellow, you go to like different areas? That wouldn't even work for PS Undertale because all the areas that you can actually go to of the area of PS Undertale that could possibly exist are in PS Undertale already. So like you'd have to go through the same areas. which would be boring. Am I the only one who doesn't understand how the desert could exist in Undertale Yellow, by the way? How does the desert exist? Yes, Undertale Yellow technology is old for you. Yeah, it would be like old and old. It's funny though, because it would be like if the PS Undertale is futuristic, because space, so it would be like old, but not like old fashioned in our sense. How does the desert exist in Undertale Yellow? Does anybody have an explanation for this? Like, how would that work? I don't understand how the desert exists in Undertale Yellow. Well, at least with the argument of Snowden, you could argue that it's cold as hell down there, and the snow has just been there, or something, or it's like some, I don't know. You could at least argue that because it isn't snow. Actually, that's true. I don't think it snows in PSR and in Undertale, right? Like there's no snow. The snow's already there. I don't know. You can make some weird shit about that. How is it? It makes more sense than it being hot. How is it? How is there like heat, like extensive heat in the form of like a sun? Because because like you see that in the background of Starlow's fight. You see, what is that? The sun? What is that? Is that like a fake sun? What is in the background of Starlow's fight? Because it's not the fact that it's hot, it's the fact that it seems to be that the sun is in there. I don't understand. Yeah, like, what is in the background of Starlow's fight? I guess they had to, because it's clearly the sun. It's a fake sun. I don't know, I don't really care. Can we agree, though, that the Snowden in Undertale Yellow is just a massive, like, sleep fest? Like, I hate to be Mr. Nitpicky, but and not even a nitpick. The Snowden area in Undertale Yellow is so boring. I don't know. You can tell that that area was made early in development. I'll say that, not to be meany, but you can tell that that area was made early in development because that area is so it doesn't feel nearly as polished as the other areas. And yes, like to my knowledge, Snowden was finished. At least like the area was finished like back in like 2017, 18. Yeah, Steamworks is super cool. The design is so good for that area. Like it looks like the core from Undertale, but way more cool. That area is super well designed. I really like that area. Yeah, I feel like the areas slowly get better. Dark Ruins and overall like Dark Ruins, then we go to Snow, and then we go to the Wild East, and then we go to Steamworks. I mean, technically, the final area is like Hotland for a bit because also someone else pointed out, but it looks so weird seeing Undertale Yellow characters interact with like normal Undertale characters because the sprites look so different. Like Undertale Yellow characters have much more detailed sprites. So like when like there's a scene where you see Martlet interact with Alphys and it looks so cursed. It looks so uncanny. Like it doesn't look normal. It doesn't look right because the Alpha sprite is super low detailed, and then the Martlet sprite is super detailed. And the same thing goes for when you see Hotland. Hotland has a much more simple art style. Gamma? Gamma? What is that again? I know what that is. Like is it like Hello Sil? I know what that means. I've seen that in like photo settings. What does that mean again? I know what that I've seen that in photo settings. Is it gamma or gamma? I don't even know, but I've seen that and I've used that, and I don't remember what it means. Brightness, yes, yes, thank you. Still, have you played Undertale Yellow, by the way? Have you played it? It's the settings in Minecraft option. Oh my god. What's your opinion? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I played through the Gate Pacifist, and I thought Pacifist was, like, mostly fine. It did lack. I thought Pacifist was mostly fine. Although it is missing quite a few things, but like the balancing, besides the final, I won't spoil the final boss. I don't even want to talk about the final boss, but the balancing is wonky. It apparently did get patched though, hopefully. But like yeah, some of the final boss was like Delta Traveler, Paula and Ness levels of balancing. I don't think Martlet's that hard. Especially, I don't think Martlet's that hard though. Well, okay, no, Genocide, Martlet, you fight her in Genocide, that's not a spoiler, blah, 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 blah. In Snowden, the damage for that fight is nutty. And the worst part about that fight is you get barely any healing items. You in Genocide, you basically in Genocide, they were like, how do we make this boss hard? Because it's the same boss fight but buff. They were like, how do we make this boss hard? What do we do? Oh, we buff the patterns, make the damage way higher, but we don't give you more healing items. It's so weird. Stay on for the toolbox attack, stay at the bottom. If you stay at the top, you get hit. No, it's an easy attack, unless you get really shitty RNG. Sometimes, which does sometimes happen, it's a really easy attack. Sometimes you get garbage RNG, but most of the time it's easy, as long as you stay on the bottom. Yeah, that's why you get hit. You stay up. I did that first, and then I realized, oh, it's better to stay at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, stay at the bottom. And also, if you use the act, there's like an act called Rush or Hurry, and it literally makes her, it literally makes her fight like 6 or 7 turns long, and skips most of her attacks. It's an act called like Hurry or Rush or something. I just see a squirrel outside. Yeah, Rush. It makes her fight like 7 turns long. No, it makes her skip attacks and skip dialogue. What? It's not that confusing. I found the game quite simple. I did get lost. Okay, I will say this: in the Steamworks, the Steamworks is very confusing. I'll say that. I mean, not very confusing, the the Steamworks is quite confusing. Oh yeah, and the encounter rate is ridiculous. Not just the ruins in general, the encounter rate is super high. I don't know why they made the encounter rate. I hate how high it is. It's super annoying. I agree with that. Fleet isn't guaranteed work though, so it's not a guaranteed work. And not only that, but in Steamworks, they don't tell you this, but you cannot flee from the robots. But they don't tell you that from that. So you just, if you want to flee, you just have to be like, oh shit, you can't flee, and the game doesn't tell you that. Also, yeah, they nerfed the money you need for. I mean, I still think the game's good. I don't think the game's bad at all. Honestly, Undertale. If I'm being honest, I think Undertale's better, but I don't think it's better by a lot. overall. I think Undertale. I think this game does do some things better than Undertale. Like the sprites are much better. The spreading is much better. The cutscenes are much more much more. Ugh, blah. I don't think infinitely better because I think Undertale has a lot of flaws that aren't present in this game, but I also think this game has a lot of flaws that aren't present in Undertale. I think Undertale's better, but I don't think it's insanely better. I don't think it's a hugely better. Yeah, story-wise, Undertale is a lot better. I agree. Story-wise, it's a lot better. But gameplay-wise, it's honestly about overall, like, not Geno gameplay. I think Genocide, Undertale has much better Genocide bosses, even if it has like half as many. Undertale's Geno bosses are a lot more balanced and fun. But in terms of like pacifists, I find the gameplay to be about on par. All right. Yeah, sorry if you saw my thumbnails and got spoiled. I was just like, people are spoiling it. I might as well spoil it too. And it's been a few days. I did wait a few days. I didn't immediately spoil it. All right, I did wait a couple days, I think. Oh, okay. I did wait a few days. Yeah, still the final boss of the Nutriro it's actually cool though. You don't have to no hit it, but play it. Still play the final boss though. It's cool. Like you'll actually like the final boss mostly. It's cool. It's cool. You should play it though. It's like Omega Flowey, but it's different. Yeah, the final boss is most simply described as it's like Omega Flowey, but different. That's a skill issue. I haven't played it yet. I do want to play it today though. It looks fun. Mostly looks fun. There's some annoying stuff in it, but it's mostly fun. It's probably the best. If you don't include the first section. I'm assuming you're talking about no hit, not no. Are you talking about beating or no hitting? Because those are two very different things when it comes to Mega Flowey, especially. I'm assuming beating you mean, or no hitting. I don't know. Yeah, no hit. Yeah. But yeah, I think Undertale Yellow. I think Pacifist and Neutral. I'm not including. I think they're like in terms of gameplay, they're pretty good overall. Yeah. Like I don't think Pacifist has terrible balancing besides like some parts, honestly. Like boss wise, like Dalv is fine, Martlet is fine. Uh, Al Balador had an annoying mechanic, but they made it so that you can turn on an option to automatically press C on the notes, so it's not that bad. Uh, the Feisty 4 are fine, but for some reason the final attack is like a massive difficulty spike. Starlo is fine, but I think a couple of his attacks are too easy. There's like two where you just hold up, but he's fine. I like him. I like his fight. I just think a couple attacks are too easy. And then Axis has like one unbalanced attack, and the rest are fine, honestly. And then the final boss is, yeah, I don't like the final boss of Pacifist. Well, the first couple of phases are fine, but after that, it's just like, what the hell? Hello, Sammer. Am I being my words confused? Because I'm not. Oh, sorry to hear that. Still gaming. So I don't know why I said your full name. Sorry to hear that. Sonic, I didn't even get that, but you know they actually nerfed how much money the Delta Ruin armor thing cost? They nerfed it from 150 to only 100. They nerfed the money in the newest patch. They nerfed it. I didn't have that either. I had the thing from Steamworks, but but it honestly almost has the exact same defense. It's just a one defense difference. But yeah, I didn't have it. What I did for the final boss fastest is that I used the healing act and prayed I got good healing RNG because the heal for the final boss act, the healing act is RNG. It heals randomly between like 5 to 10 HP for some reason. I don't know why they made it RNG, but yep, they did. Bro, the final phase is like Delta Travel. I know I've said this like 50 times. It's literally, they nerfed it, but it was literally Delta Traveler, Paula, and Nest levels of RNG spam. Like, what the hell? I can't believe Mirage bothered to no-hit that in pre-patch. I could no-hit the rest of the pacifist bosses, but I don't find the other ones that fun. The Feisty 4 are on really boring, but then the final attack is just this massive difficulty spike. Like, basically, most attacks are free, easy, but then the final attack is actually pretty precise for some reason, and it's annoying because it's a weird attack, and it's at the end, and it's just a random-ass difficulty spike, and then El Bailador, whatever you say his name, I mean, it's just I don't like I think the mechanic is janky. I know they added the auto hit thing, but in my opinion, the auto hit thing is just an excuse to keep the mechanic being janky instead of making it like F and F arrows or something like that. And then yeah, those are the two. And then I already no hit Genocide Martlet Snowden, so it's no point in fight it doing the pacifist version. And then Dal was just really easy. Undercrater, I'm gonna be honest, so I forgot about Undercrater. Is that still like when is that releasing? Oh yeah, you don't have to press Z now, and also Sonic on for the final Geno boss. You don't have to press C either. They have an auto firer. You're still working on it. That's cool. I mean, how do you not know what Undercrater is? Honestly, if it comes out, I might try to make something with it when it comes out. Bruh. I didn't. Okay, 30% done, roughly. Okay, overinflated. Okay. Yes, Sammer, very wise for you to make that connection. Very wise. How have you not seen it? Oh my god. I'm trying to. I was gonna say something kind of cool, good, and then I don't remember now. Yeah. I don't know how you haven't heard about it. Yeah, I'm trying to fix this. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and I completely blanked. Oh yes, I know I've said this 1,000 times, but Sil's here, so I want to say it to them. PS Undertale, the final release will be like peak Undertale fan game. It's gonna be peak. Actual peak. Like, it's being cooked up in the oven. It's like, do not, I already said this to other people, but do not play it's much more polished, even besides, it being finished, the final boss is blah, 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 blah. It's much more polished. And like, I'm not gonna be leaking it. Like a lot of older attacks, like most enemy attacks, random enemy attacks have been completely redone, and are much more unique. And before a lot of them were just copied from Undertale. Now they're much more unique. Most random enemies, yeah, most random enemies and stuff like in mini bosses had their attacks completely redone. Which is why if you guys are like I'm not gonna say leak exact details, but I'll tell you guys this: the final bosses haven't really been started, and the reason is because of the fact that a lot of dialogue was rewritten, and also for Foundry, which is the third area, it's completely different. Like the story, it's much less copied from Undertale. This you hang out with Monster Kid more. Um, there's different chase scenes now. It's a lot. Foundry's a lot different, especially. I mean, some dialogue has to be kind of copied, not copied, but like has to be similar because obviously it's Undertale. But yeah, a lot of it has changed. A lot of it has changed. Yeah, Foundry's like completely different now, though. Not completely different, but it's a lot different. Uh, yeah, most attacks have been redone from random enemies to be a lot more unique. That's why I was saying this and I lost my train of thought. That's why we're only now kind of starting to do the final bosses. I say weird, but spacey because he spent like 2-3 months just polishing previous stuff. Oh, and there's been I'm not gonna say exactly what, but the darker neutral route is really unique now. I'm not gonna say what exactly, but it's a very unique route. There's a few main routes of the game. There's level 0, pacifist, lighter neutral, darker neutral, genocide/chaotic route, and then bully route. So, yeah, it's cool. A lot of effort's gone into it, though. I'm just saying that right now. A lot of effort's being put. Spacey works a lot to make the game like he works a ton every day to make it. That's why it's coming out. You might be like, level 0 is pacifist, but more pacifist. Hello, Sil. What? Sure. That would be fun. That'd be fun, Sil. Yeah, level 0 is like extra. It's like being as pacifist as possible. That's what level 0 is, essentially. And you have to use like certain acts for bosses. You can't just spam spare for a lot of them. You have to use actual different acts, um, which is why it can be kind of tedious. But that's sort of the point. And it's not like it's extremely different from pacifist. Like if you're like level 0 is too annoying, it's not worth it. Then just do normal pacifist. It's not like it's insanely worth it. But if you want the extra challenge, you can do that. Also, yes, thank you for noticing, Sammer. Also, hello, Amit, Polat. I can't really say your name. I'm stupid, but hopefully I said it well. Yeah. A lot of stuff has been reworked. That's why the game, like, if we didn't rework all this stuff, and if Spacey didn't rework all this stuff, and just focus on adding new stuff, then the game probably would have came out in like March or whatever. But now that all this stuff's been now that all this stuff was polished, I would say PS Undertale is not coming out before May. I would say May's the earliest, and that's the earliest is May. But it could come out. No, I wouldn't. It could come out even later. I don't know. I don't predict the future. I'm in no rush though. Although I am excited for the game, and I do like playtesting the game a lot. It is fun to play test. June is. I would say I would be surprised if it's definitely coming out before halfway through next year. Angry Sands has slowed down a bit, but it's still gaining 1K plus views per hour, like 1,000 plus views. It has slowed down a bit though, but it's still getting 1,000 plus views per hour, which is crazy to think about. I don't know how it's still going that much. It's like right now, I think it's like in top. It's in top 5 most viewed Undertale shorts, for sure. Maybe even top 3. I mean, fan game shorts, Undertale fan game shorts. It's in top 5 like Undertale fan game shorts. I believe it was the most popular fan game short was Garfield Sands from Lumpy Touch. I think that's their name. I think it was when they did a showcase for that in a short. I think that's the most popular fan game short. We're not talking about Undertale in general, just fan games. In terms of a fan game short, I think that's the most popular one that I could find at least. It had like 10 something million views, 11 million views, something like that. Waiting for Furious Sands. Yeah, Sil, we gotta get the fans need a sequel to Angry Sands now. Or the prequel Pissed Off Papyrus. Or we need the prequel Pissed Off Papyrus. The prequel Pissed Off Papyrus. Bro, I look out the window sometimes, and almost every time I look out the window, I see a squirrel. Pissed Off Papyrus. I'm just, you know that Papyrus with the gun sprite. There's like a Disbelief Papyrus edit, and it's like Disbelief Papyrus with a gun. That would just be Pissed Off Papyrus. Angry Tail. That's just it's just like a shitty mod of Undertale with everyone being pissed off. It's like, and it has like edgy humor. Oh, that would be fire. Also, Santi pointed it out to me, but it's pretty weird that if you go on Mod Tool, they still promote Bits and Pieces as one of their most popular, like as one of the biggest examples for Modtail. They still of Mod Tool. I said Modtail as Mod Tool. They still promote Bits and Pieces, which is weird for obvious reasons. They still promote it there. I would, if I knew to make it, I would for some of you. Bits and Pieces is an Undertale mod. Uh, that's basically Undertale but better. Until they started to do weird stuff. Like originally, it was literally just Undertale but more polished. But then they started to add weird stuff to it. So it's probably best it got canceled. I'm just. That's actually what the team said. They want to make something. The team of Bits and Pieces said that they want to make something like Bits and Pieces, but more true to the original vision, which was just to make Undertale but more polished, like expand areas, more polished in general, stuff like that, and not make it weird. Because Bits and Pieces just started to become really weird. Epic Games is gonna buy. Yeah, Epic Games is gonna buy an Undertale fan game, guys. Chat, is this real? Why is my voice so sore? I've only been talking for 44 minutes. That's weird. Probably because I haven't drank anything in a bit. If I start, I need to drink something. Did it have encrypted? Oh my god, Sonic, no. I hope not. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Dun, 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 dun. Axis's themes go so hard, like the genocide in the pacifist one. Dude, in Undertale Yellow. But yeah, I'm hoping to play the Flowey fight tonight. La, 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 la. Holy cow, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I have no idea. My chat is kind of dead. I'm appreciate to. I think Sammer and Sonic are the ones here, and I think maybe Sill's here still. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm probably only gonna stream for like 30 more minutes tops because I not only am I tired, blah blah blah, stream kind of dead, but like my throat is sore also. Holy cow, I did not. Yeah, I need a drink, and I'm too lazy to get one in the middle of the stream because I'm afraid if I stream. Sonic Axis is not the worst fight. That is copium. It most of the attacks are very balanced. There's only like there's only one that's outright unbalanced, and then there's another one that's kind of iffy. But most of the attacks are well made. I still might pass your score. You might pass. That's great. Axis isn't that bad, bro. I think you just had a skill issue. I don't like being that guy, but Pacifist Axis isn't that bad. He only has one attack that I think is actually like unbalanced. Like I played the fight for a little bit over an hour, and I could do most attacks quite consistently. I couldn't do one attack, but it was a skill issue. Honestly, the orange laser circling attack thing where you're like on the circle and there's that one is more just like react. That one's more like you have to calculate which way to move and when. It's kind of annoying, but it's not unfair. The other attack though is pretty unfair and annoying, but also well, I mean, I don't think struggling on a boss means it's bad. Because yeah, most of the attacks are very fair and fun. I genuinely like most of the attacks in the fight. I'll take Axis over like every other fight. Honestly, I think it's a good fight. I like the fight. Well, that's a Krill issue. Genocide's quite annoying though, but Pacifist has just fair attack. Mostly has fair attacks. And fun ones. Like they're not just fair; they're fun. Most of them are they're quite engaging. Most of them. I think that's why I like it. Like you need to be able to react to some of them, but it's not like you have to have an above average reaction time to do it. You just need to react. But like, yeah, you don't like yeah. The first blue laser attack is free. Even if you get tight RNG, it's still really easy. The orange laser attack on the circle thing, that attack is mostly a matter of holding X most of the time, and then you gotta react, and you have to react properly. It's not so much that you have to react quickly, but you have to react properly, and sometimes you have to let go of X, or you have to move back. But once you practice it, it becomes quite consistent. And then the blue/orange laser attack is just that attacks ass. I agree with you. That attacks ass. And then the blue laser attack, the double blue laser attack, where there's always like the one with a lot of blue lasers on the circling thing. That attack is sort of like the orange one, where you just have to do a lot of thinking. But it's fair. It's very fair. Why would I start streaming on Twitch? Barely anybody comes. Like, there's a bunch of people who come, but a lot. Like, my stream only has a few people on YouTube. If I stream it on Twitch, it's even gonna have less people. There's no point. God, I have like a pimple under thing. some kind of thing here, and it's super itchy and it hurts. Right at the top of my lip right here. Twitch is not gonna get you more viewers. Twitch is not like the olden days where you'd go on Twitch to get more. The thing is, when Twitch was starting to become popular, it was easier to get popular there, but now it's much harder. And even if I could, I'm no one's who's gonna join these streams. What kind of rando who doesn't know me is gonna be like, Shaun Duz Streamz? That shit looks like it's peak. I should join that. Like, come on, who's gonna join that? Like, Shaun Duz Stream, that shit looks fire. Let's join that. Like, no one's gonna do that. Man, I'm tired. Also, fun fact: in Undertale Yellow, you don't need to do full genocide to trigger the genocide Soroba fight. You actually don't need to do full genocide to trigger that. I think you just have to kill everybody in the Wild West. I think I could be wrong, but I think that's all you have to do. I think Sonic's still here though. I think Sonic's still here. The count's just wrong. I think. I don't know. I think Sonic's still here though. Yeah. But yeah, you don't need to do full genocide. I think if you just kill everybody in the Wild West, I want to test it out. I think if you just kill the Wild East. I think if you just kill everybody in the Wild East, you trigger the fight. Actually, I really want to try that now for my neutral run. I want to do pacifist up until Snowden, and then after Snowden, just become a full-on murderer. Also, Sonic, do you know there's a weapon you can get, where so you know how you can get the glass shards? I'm hoping you know that. There's a better weapon you can get before the Kuroba fight. I still don't know which way to say it. There's a better weapon you can get that deals like 70 damage per hit to her, but I have no idea where you get it. A better ammo, I should say, not weapon, better ammo. There's something better than the glass shards you can get, and I don't know where that is. Where's the flint though? Where is that? Because I have no idea where that is. Like, where is the flint? Where's the black rock? I interact with, like, is it, like, in a desert area? Is it in a cave area? Like, what kind of area? Are we talking desert area or cave area? Because there's caves in there, too. I hope it's a cave area. Caves are there's a lot less cave areas. Hopium. In between two caves? What does that mean? Oh, I'm not gonna find it. I'm not gonna find that. Oh, God. I don't know what in between two caves. I don't remember an area where you enter a cave, exit a cave, and then enter a cave again. Is there like an NPC or something in that room also? It might be like right before. Okay, that's helpful. That area around there, that's helpful. Okay, I'll look. Also, I think you can actually, El Bailador. There's some way where you can trigger his fight in Genocide, because I saw somebody who was like level 10 fight him, and the funny thing is when you fight him at level 10, he doesn't turn your soul into he doesn't turn your soul into like a into like the soul gimmick, so the notes just fall and bounce off the box. It's funny. How do you fight him in Genocide? Do you have to do you have to not max out the kill count before you fight him? Is that it? Do you have to not max out the? I think he runs. I think he runs away if you kill everybody in the area. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's what. Yeah. Actually, he doesn't run away. You hear a brief sound of you hear like a rhythm sound effect where you fight him, and then it just plays the dialogue dot dot dot. So I think that's supposed to signal him like running away, I guess. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna try. I want to see if you can trigger the Kuroba fight if you just do genocide in the Wild East, because I I did one. I did a run where I didn't do genocide in ruins because I spared. I didn't do genocide in ruins because I spared the final. I spared Delve, and then that triggered her fight. So I'm wondering if it's only a Wild East. Because I did a genocide run where, yeah, I didn't spare Dalv. I mean, I did spare Dalv. I let Dalv go. So I'm assuming you just have to do genocide in the Wild East. You're not in Undertale Yellow. Yeah, I'm hoping it's pronounced like that, Soroba. I'm hoping. Hopium. I think it sounds better also. Yeah, I want to see if you can trigger her fight. I'll actually post that in the Undertale Yellow thread if I'm able to do that. I feel like it. I wonder though. It wouldn't really make sense if it wouldn't make sense to me if killing everybody, not killing everybody in the ruins, but killing everybody in Snowden, and Wild East triggers her fight, but not killing only killing everybody in the Wild East doesn't trigger her fight. That would make sense to me. I think it's gonna trigger her fight. That's my prediction. I think it's gonna trigger her fight. I think so. I think it's gonna trigger her fight. Her genocide fight. That's gonna be such a weird run. Just being, especially when you talk to like the bird person, especially when you talk to the bird person, she's gonna be like, "What the? Sorry, I don't know why I call her the bird person. Birdly. We'll call her Birdly 3. We'll call her Birdly. Birdly. Especially when you talk to Birdly, bro. It's gonna be so. It would be so goofy if you kill everybody in the Wild East, and then the game just defaults to like a neutral route. That would not make any sense because in Snowden, it wasn't genocide at first. In Snowden, it was first all happy time, but once I killed everybody, the resort evacuated. So that's why I think it's gonna be the Soroba fight because I think once I kill everybody in the Wild East, like I exhaust the kill counter, everybody in the town's gonna be evacuated. And then I think once the town evacuates is when it's gonna switch to Geno. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think everyone's gonna, yeah. I wonder if it's gonna be like Geno, but like then it's gonna switch to, I don't know. I don't think I maybe, but I think once I kill everybody in the Wild East, it's gonna switch to Geno. At least for that area. For that area, I mean, and I'm gonna trigger Geno boss. Maybe you don't. I'm thinking you don't have to. You don't have to be on actual Geno. Yeah, you don't have to be on actual Geno. You to trigger her fight. Her genocide fight. You just need to kill everybody in the Wild East. That's what I'm thinking. I think it'll be like Geno, but like once you get to like the final area, it's gonna switch to Flowey. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be like genocide, but once you get to like Axis, not even that. Once you get to like Axis or whatever, it's gonna be like actually this is just weird ass neutral. It's cool though that yeah you don't need to do full on Geno to trigger Soroba's fight. You just need to kill like I think I'm gonna say it's everybody in the Wild East. Bro, Sonic though, it's gonna be so annoying. You know how little damage I'm gonna deal to the Wild East enemies. I'm gonna have to get them make their names yellow, and then trigger the betrayal kill yellow name spare, because I'm gonna deal so little damage at first. Also, I want to say this: the Flowey pellet gun is so fun to use. I love the Flowey pellet bullet gun thing. I think Sonic. I think you're. I'll challenge you. I'll literally best. I'll literally bet my. I'll literally bet like $5 buckaroos. All right. I'm gonna do it, not right after the stream, but soon. If um soonish, I'll do it some point. I'll do it some point today. I'm gonna see if I can do that. If I can trigger a fight without I'm thinking you just have to kill everybody in the Wild East. But maybe you're right. But it would be really weird if it's just. It's got to be a weird ass neutral route then, because I don't know why you kill everybody in the Wild East and the game's like happy times. Because the town is 100% going to be evacuated. That's for sure. For sure it's going to be evacuated. Do. Bum 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 bum. Sorry, I'll bail the door. The boss fight might be ass, but the theme is so good. I love the boss theme. It's so good. Especially the final attack part. Is this Sammer? Is the stream dying for you? I'm about to end it anyway. Like we're not. It's not gonna be much longer, anyway. So I'm not gonna. I'm not super bummed out. I'm not bummed out anyway. But Sammer, is the stream dying for you, Sammer? Because I hate Sammer. I asked you a question and you just didn't respond. Like, I feel sad now. I asked you a question, and you just ignored me. How could you do this to me, Sammer? How could you? I thought we were friends, man. Okay, so the stream's fine for you. Okay, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Most of the stream was just Undertale Yellow discussion. I'm hoping though that if you kill everybody when you meet Martlet in the town, there's like a special dialogue, like where she's like, "Hey, why are you suddenly killing everybody? Like first you were really nice, you know. Why are you killing?" Like I hope there's some type of dialogue like that. Hello, Juba Yune. I'm sorry you joined now because I'm probably gonna end the stream in like 10 minutes, 15 tops. But hello. Hello, thank you for being here. I'm kind of just talking about Undertale Yellow, and I've kind of run out of ideas and stuff. Sonic, hopefully, I'm just hoping, because it's gonna be super weird if it's, yeah. I was watched the fight with Martle. Yeah, also Sonic, I agree with that. Like Undertale has a dialogue if you reset, like yeah. I know, right? It's so weird. Martle. Well, who does that remind me of? Squirtle? Martle? Squirtle? Maybe? Scoiled. I'm literally about to end the stream in 15 minutes, bro. Tops. Like, why? But hello. Like, I've already been streaming for like an hour. Like, and my back's sore, and there's something else I want to do. Yeah, I know, I don't know. There's a lot of writing issues with Undertale Yellow. Like, in Genocide, when you reach the elevator, the reason you can't enter the elevator is because it's not the right way. That's why you can't enter the elevator in Geno. It's not the right way. Like, what? The game tells you it's not that. That's so lazy. I hate stuff like that where the game doesn't let you go a certain way simply because it's not the right way. They literally, that's what they put. That it literally says that when you open the, like, what? gave up my fat watching football. Scoiled, that is so true, so accurate. I understood every word of what you just said. Sonic, my guess is that the developers were very busy, and this was like they slowly worked at it. That's my guess. That's probably why they were very busy, and slowly worked at it. That's my best guess because I don't really care that the game's short or anything. I just wish it was a lot more polished on release. Like, even besides balancing issues, the amount of bugs is kind of inexcusable in my opinion. Like, there was a bug where you from literally just firing on the first frame possible and it would crash the game. Like, how do you not find that from testing? I like how Sammer says soccer didn't make any sense, even though there's like 100 other things. Uh, I like how in 100 other things that there's so many things in the English language that don't make sense, but soccer being called football is wrong or whatever. Like, I don't understand. I've never understood that argument. Like, guys, English language full of stuff that doesn't make sense, but guys, you have to call it football. Like, that's where I draw the line. And, like, what? So true. Yeah. I think Scoiled is dead already. Jesus. Like, Scoiled's like, I wanted to join the stream, then he's already dead in a coma somewhere. Alright, if there's no more Tom, oh, he's still alive. He's still alive. I ain't calling freaking football soccer. So true, Samertop. That's definitely what I told you to do. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this stream now because I've kind of run out of stuff to, if you guys have good topics, I'll continue streaming, but I've kind of just run out of stuff to talk about. And I don't know. I don't have anything else to say, really. And my back's starting to get sore also from sitting up. So I think I'm gonna I like, just because it's active doesn't mean I have more stuff to talk about. I've kind of exhausted everything I have to talk about. Like, I don't know what else to talk about. I don't really know. And I've been streaming for my goal was just to stream for an hour today. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end this stream. It was a good stream though. I did enjoy it, but I'm kind of just out of stuff to talk about. Okay, I have to leave in 5 minutes. Here, I have to leave in 5. Yeah, I have to end the stream. Guys, I'll just end the stream. Alright, I've been streaming for an hour, over an hour, and it was a good stream, but I have other things I want to do. My back's very sore, and I really shouldn't make it worse, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys some other time. There might be another stream this weekend. I wouldn't count on that, but next Friday there might be a stream in a week from now. So yeah, bye-bye, everyone. Bye.